Today marks the 25th anniversary since the assassination of John Davey. He was a very important Republican leader in this area and right across counties Antrim and Derry. He was a veteran of the border campaign. He had spades of political experience, and he brought that political experience and practical instinct to bear on the situation in hand. He was a child of the Orange State because he was born just a few years after partition, but he became a father figure to the many of us who became involved within the Republican struggle from 1969 onwards in the quest for equality, justice, national democracy and peace in Ireland. John Davey was directly involved in arguing for and persuading for the incorporation of the electoral strategy from the early 1980s within the Republican struggle. He recognised that it was essential to grow the popular support of republicanism and to create a platform with which to represent the interests of the communities from which we came. So not only was he key to the development of electoral strategy in this area, John Davey argued forcefully for the need to move into the councils and into political institutions to give full expression to the needs of our people. And on that basis then, in a very practical way, to show the emerging Republican strategy at work, the need for the development of popular support, for that to crystallise in political strength and for political strength to be used to effect new change. But John never lived to see the fruits of his efforts and the investment that he made in the strategy at that point in time, because Unionist Death Squads, directed by British intelligence agencies, assassinated him on St Valentine's Night, 1989. At that point in time, in the mid to late 80s, British strategy moved to another level, and they commenced a very fierce counter-insurgency offensive against Republicans. And they quite deliberately, with their death squads and other agencies, targeted political leadership figures, of whom John Davey was one. 2 nights previously to John's assassination, Pat Finucane, the human rights solicitor, was also executed. There was a concerted strategy at that point in time to remove, to exterminate political leadership figures within the Republican nationalist community. And the effect of that strategy was an attempt to deter the rest of us from involvement in the struggle for peace and justice, and in opposition to injustice and inequality and repression. But of course they failed. Today we are stronger than we were ever before in the history of Irish republicanism, and this election in May is the first opportunity for our party to gain elected representation in every single local authority on the island of Ireland, even since and prior to partition. So it's a huge opportunity for advancing the Republican struggle. Every citizen in Ireland will be given an opportunity to vote for Sinn Féin this May as a result of the parallel European elections. And the greatest tribute that we can make to John Davey today is by ensuring that we maximise the Sinn Féin vote in May, that we elect more councillors than ever before, which would have been a great joy for John Davey to see, and ensure that we return the maximum number of MEPs to the European Parliament.
As chairperson of Muckerville Council, it's been an honour for me to be here today to remember John Davey at this commemoration. It's great to see such a large turnout today here in the hall and in the graveyard, and to see lots of John's family members here today as well. When John Davey was assassinated, he was a member of Muckerville Council, and in those days it was very hard to be a member of Muckerville Council. John and many other people like him went through hard times being a political activist and a councillor in the local area. Thank goodness the times have changed now, and with the bravery, dedication and vision of men and women like John Davey and the support of the people in South Derry, Sinn Féin are now the largest party within Magherafelt Council. And it's great to see so many young people involved with the party. And we all thank goodness that the young people don't have to go through the kind of things that John Davey and his comrades had to in those bad times. We're coming into elections now in a few months' time, and the biggest thing that we can do here in John's memory is to encourage people to vote for Sinn Féin and to encourage young people to become involved with the party and to help the party grow.